We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. It is Monday. You know what that means? It is Monday Night Raw. It is the fallout from Bash in Berlin. And right now, the main event, we have the World Tag Team Champions, Finn Balor and JD Big Head McDonough taking on the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso, teaming up with one half of the Terror Twins. Damian Priest. Julian just loves the name Terror Twins.
He does.
Oh, I hate that name.
Julian messages me in the middle of the night and he's just like Terror Twins. And don't say nothing else. Just it's like 1 a.m. I look at my phone, Terror Twins.
So you don't like the name?
Nah.
He sends me pictures of the Terror Twins every day talking about Terror Twins.
Yeah, Mr. Bones doesn't like the name either.
It's like a fake ass Twin Towers.
Wow, it's too early for that 9/11
Hey, you take the Twin Towers. Akeem and Big Boss Man have nothing to do with this.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah. You got 3 guys in this match wearing Nikes.
They know that Bad Blood watches, so they gotta wear Nike.
Oh yeah. So this show the Anonymous they got on USA. It's just a fake. It's a fake version of the Circle.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
With the best liar win. I like that.
Oh, hi, Michael Cole.
Yeah, what was Michael Cole doing on there?
It sponsored the WWE, so you know.
Oh, yeah, that's
also,
right.
They used to have an anonymous general manager, so I guess this makes sense.
Oh, Hornswoggle runs the show mainly?
So 1 year ago today was AEW All Out.
Where Tony Khan feared for his life.
Where Tony Khan fired CM Punk.
Wow.
And it was feared for his life.
It was All In, actually, not All Out.
Well, technically.
No, it was the Dynamite after All In.
Oh, yeah. But the Snuggle Fest happened after All In.
Yeah. That's snuggle.
Because Jack Perry's a bitch.
That's snuggle.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was just a little bit of the snuggle.
It wasn't. Oh my god! Like I can just go on and on about what happened that day, but the CM Punk hater will be like, just shut up.
Excuse me, sir. This is a pro wrestling podcast. We don't use the F word here.
What, fuck?
Feared for his life.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fear for his life. Oh, okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast Gorilla Press Apparel gift bag is none other than the Ultimate Hater.
Ultimate Hater.
Ultimate Hater.
The man who hates Cody Rhodes non-stop. Before then he won the title.
Found a picture on Twitter of Darby Allin with a fan. It looks like 2 drug dealers.
Wow.
It probably was. I would never, ever, ever say that F word.
Yeah, no, me neither. I hate that word.
Yeah. That F word doesn't come out of my mouth. Fuck may come out of my mouth like 100 times.
Fuck,
but never that other word.
We say fuck all the goddamn time, but never that word.
Yeah, that's true.
So you watch your mouth there.
That word is hidden.
I remember one time where I went to I think the show is called Rev Pro.
Oh yeah, Rev Pro.
And it was here and it was the main event was a Falls Count Anywhere match, right? And next thing you know, it was Andrew Watson, facing Ron Von Hess.
Oh.
And Andrew hit Ron with a beer bottle on the top of his head. And next thing you know, I see 2 kids, the older brother with his little brother. He's like, "Don't worry, everything's fake. It's okay." I was like, "Oh, what? you."
Why would you say it? Like, first of all, you can't fake a beer bottle can. God damn it.
So you gotta admit, I was kind of right about Cody.
No.
No, You were not right about
You are
Cody.
not.
Right about what, Buck Cody?
And people are saying that he's the worst champion, even though that people wanted him to be champion.
Not even close.
Hold on, guys.
No.
So Raw has been pretty good tonight, but we're kind of missing someone from Raw.
Who?
And that's who we're missing from Raw.
Oh, hi.
Samantha Irving, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Why was she missing?
Well, it's because of her stinking, stupid job of her husband's in AEW.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, man. She got to support her husband, God damn it.
Can't wait to see him face Chris Jericho.
Wow. Hi, guys.
And then get sent to Ring of Honor.
Bye, guys. Hi, Ricochet.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just jealous of Ricochet.
You see, Josh likes to get
I see that. I see that, Josh.
I'm just jealous of Ricochet, okay?
Everybody is.
But I really do think he's going to feud with Jericho. I do believe that.
I hope not.
He's going to feud with Ospreay.
No. They're still going to have the Ospreay match, but after that, it's going to be Jericho.
You know, we're talking about AEW when this is a WWE podcast show right now.
This is the Roundtable. There's no rules.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But anyways, Raw has been good. Last week wasn't really that good.
Hold on. I want to share something with Hater right now. Because, you know, Hater says Cody is not a draw.
Wait, Sinner.
Hold on.
Wait.
Let's see what he said. The Cody hates her when I said Cody couldn't draw and the ratings would go down. He's champion. Post-Mania proved me correct. SmackDown sucked outside the Bloodline stuff. The Bloodline stuff has to do with Cody. It can't suck. All right, so look. Just because you said that, I'm going to go ahead and put one of my favorite Cody moments. One of my favorite Cody moments.
Oh, Blood. Look what Sinner said about Josh.
Hold on.
What did I say that was horny?
Oh my, savage. Heel Cody was different.
That Cody was the best Cody.
Oh, that was awesome, Cody.
Cody was the best Cody.
Remember when he shitted on TNA's payment back then? That was so funny. I mean, they could have paid you more, but they didn't.
What has been your guys' favorite thing about Raw so far?
Always American made and the white and thick. Always for me.
Besides that, for you, Shane.
This match, honestly. I want to say something real quick though. I want to give a shout out. I guess not really. It's a shout out, but it's a happy birthday to Hannah Kimura. Today she would have been 27 years old today.
R.I.P.
Internet bullies.
Yep.
Internet bullies.
And fuck them.
Yeah.
They bully her so bad, and it was just heartbreaking.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Hannah Kimura. I just wanted to bring that up.
Oh, Yeet Man go wild. Yeet Man.
He just yeeted all over him.
I yeeted all over myself.
That's gross.
I didn't mean it like that, but okay, Julian.
Spear. Someone said that Jey Uso's getting divorced.
Who?
Jay's getting divorced. I didn't know he was married.
No, he is married.
He's married, got kids and everything.
Did not know that. That just shows you I don't pay attention.
Well, Jay is very private.
Yeah. How come Jay hasn't won a singles title yet? I'm surprised he hasn't.
Yes, Rikishi's like, man, they're holding my son down. And then Jey Uso's like, what's your product?
Oh my.
Have you seen the merch I've been selling, Dad?
Like, I have to be part of the bloodline. storyline soon. I can't just leave. My family, dog. Oh, that was a good moonsault.
Coup de grace.
I don't like how they're bringing up my boy's marriage.
Is she on crutches still?
Yeah.
She's selling it.
Freaking Liv.
I love Liv Morgan. This whole this new her, like,
it definitely made me believe in Liv Morgan.
She's faking it, Liv.
Spanking it. Spanking it, spanking it, spanking it.
You gonna talk shit to a person with a weapon?
She's still wobbling. Man, first Cody, now Rhea? Damn.
Come on, Dirty Dom. Come put us to work, baby.
She said, suck it.
Wait a minute. He hit JD in the head. He should not sell that.
Here.
Told you. Oh.
You saw Dom's eye earlier?
Yeah, that was gross. That was gross. When he turned his eye, I was like, ew. Don't do that again.
Crucifix firebomb.
How good does that feel? I can see Finn Balor's name almost popping out of his head.
Oh, Rhea is getting it. Rhea's getting it to the day one-ish.
Day one-ish. Going to the Waffle House.
Hey, she did say he did say he'll take her to the Waffle House.
Uh-huh.
Never ate at Waffle House before.
Oh,
me neither.
Shane.
What?
Oh, never mind. I just saw something that reminded me of you. What did you say, Josh? You never been to Waffle House before?
I've never been to one.
The hell's wrong with
Same
you?
here. I haven't either.
You either, Shane?
No.
We don't have one here.
Don't y'all ever try? Never mind.
You travel, so
maybe once Julian gets over here, we can go to Waffle House. God damn.
His house.
There's no Waffle Houses up here.
In Tacoma, probably.
Is there a Waffle House in Tacoma? Let me look.
Yeah, Google that shit.
Good main event.
It was a good main event. Good Raw. A relaxing Raw, I should say.
This
all right.
A real good Raw.
Julian, pop them results up.
Let's go ahead and talk about these results. Wait, what? I want to see the black one shake it naked.
That's not me. That's not me.
I'll make you a deal. You can see that if you give 10 subs right now.
No, you can see that if you subscribe to his OnlyFans because he does have one.
Now, whoa!
You do?
I want to see the black one shaking it naked.
Which one?
Hey, I'm just saying. You want to see that?
You mean Josh?
You gotta drop 10 subs in the chat. 10 subs right now.
There's a Waffle Stop in Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, we gotta do
the Waffle Stops. Whole different thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, we gotta do the Waffle House dance.
What?
What?
The glasses between the cheeks.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
better.
Oh, Julian, he want to see you drop it like it's hot.
I've been liking that.
I mean, look.
He likes to show the guns, but
like I said, bro. Like
it's
I
going
said,
down for real.
Like I said, bro. If you want to see all that, bro. If you want to see all that, you're gonna have to.
It's not even 9 o'clock yet.
Drop some biddies in the chat, my friend. So tonight's show, we had an Intercontinental Championship 3-way number one contenders tournament match. Ilya Dragunov, Dominic Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. We also had Intercontinental Championship number one contender match. Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser versus a mystery person.
Boy,
we had a 6-person mixed tag team match. Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree versus the Creed Brothers and Ivy Nile. We've seen Damage Control versus Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn. We've seen Zelina Vega and Shayna Baszler in the match. And whoa, that's a lot, man. That's shit. That's 12. That's 12 bits in the chat. Then we had an appearance by your new women's tag team champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Sinner. Oh my god.
I have to be here. If I wasn't, it'd just be a circle jerk of AEW hate.
Oh my
anyway,
god.
I'll keep you guys in line.
So the show started out. Rhea Ripley came out, feeling like, blah blah blah. The Terror Twins dispatched Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan at Bash in Berlin. the Terror Twins, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, the Terror Twins. But lo and behold, here comes the women's world. Here comes Dominic Mysterio coming out, and Dom basically with a little back and forth on the mic until Rhea was attacked from behind. And the whole knee getting caught up in the ropes, that situation, like people were online talking about, oh, it's a big old botch. It's a big old botch. Let me tell you something. That shit hurts. Okay, it hurts a lot. I've torn up ankles, knees, doing shit like that right there. Like if you do it,
you lost an ear.
Yeah. It's people. Those people don't understand that those ropes.
Sure.
They're just cable wrapped in plastic, like wrapped in not even plastic, like a water hose type of. You know what I mean? Like it shit hurts. So, god damn, this dude is crazy.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
He's excited. Like he is.
Jeez.
And I thought I was the freaky one. God damn.
Man, dude, you need to calm down, buddy.
Why is he on? Oh, that's on my stream. He's doing.
Of course it is. I knew it had. that makes a whole lot of sense.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, let me block him right quick.
Totally understand.
No, don't block him. We need some entertainment.
No, I don't need that shit on my stream.
No,
take that shit over to the Roundtable.
No, don't come over to the Roundtable. We don't want you over here.
Wow, he said I'm going to give him colon cancer. That's fucked up.
God.
Yeah, he's banned.
That's fucked up. That can't lie.
We're keeping keeping the social media clean here.
Thank you, because
I got opportunities coming up. I can't be having blown by idiots on Twitch.
Yeah, put that.
Yeah.
Also, I just got the Bones and Josh Show Twitch account back. I don't want it to go away again.
Yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, people don't understand like how hard it hit those ropes, how it really hurts. So, they did tease an ankle injury, because she got caught up in the ropes, just like Damian Priest did when he was defending the world championship.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
Like, ladies and gentlemen, that shit does not fly. It does hurt. So yeah,
I will say that for her to be able to choreograph that to where, like, that isn't easy to do with the bottom rope and the middle rope.
Right.
Like, that took a lot of fucking skill on her part to be able to do that.
Probably had to do some math inside her head where she knows she will get hurt.
Because, like, at first I was like, oh shit, that couldn't have been it. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen, because that's a hard thing to fucking pull off.
Yeah.
But obviously with them, playing off of it, it was obviously planned, but damn, that's that's dangerous. That's something very dangerous.
So the rivalry with the Terror Twins and the Judgment Day is going to continue. It's one of the hottest programs in WWE. Even after the PLE, you would thought that it might be over with. Look, man. I think Triple H may pull the trigger and have Rhea versus Dom.
I don't know. I don't think that's.
Oh no!
It'd be a fun match to watch.
Thank you very much for rating the channel, Nick. Thank you so much, my friend. Welcome to the Roundtable Pros and Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's where I'm going to disagree with you, Blood. I don't feel like the Judgment Day Terror Twin storyline is hot. I feel like the Rhea part of it's hot. I don't think the Finn Damian Priest is really getting that much traction.
I mean,
because the focus is Rhea, Dom, Liv.
It would get traffic if they did some of the tag team titles.
I forgot they even had them.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to the main event
in a few minutes.
Until Kofi said something tonight, I was like, well,
I was like, oh yeah,
they're the tag team champions. I completely forgot.
At least Kofi said something.
So don't hinder the gender.
I agree with you on that one.
Is that your burner account?
Oh, or is that the real Jinder Mahal? Question mark.
Probably the real gender.
Well, thank you for following us. Don't hinder the gender 10.
Yeah.
So they have Twitch in Punjab.
So Wade Barrett kicked off the show introducing the new voice of Raw, and honestly, this Joe Tessitore, is that his name?
Yes. He's very good. I like him.
Sigma Cheese. Hello. Thank you very much.
These names.
Sigma Cheese.
It is what it is. So I kind of like the guys. He has a booming voice. He has a little bit of legitimacy on the headset. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit.
But he thrived once he got. Well, you come from another sport. Okay. You can. I was in MMA, or I was in football, or I was in boxing. So fucking what? That's different. You come to wrestling. Like it's a different thing when you come to wrestling, and then when you're doing commentary with someone that you just don't gel with, like that's rough. Him and Wade Barrett are they're really good together.
They are.
I mean, I think he's a better partner with Wade Barrett than Michael Cole was.
I agree with you on that one.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Tessitore. That man is called some of the most iconic plays in sports, not just football, in sports in general. Like that man has so much credibility to him, and he brings a lot of credibility to WWE just by being there. And then his voice, the same voice that you hear over some of the biggest plays of the last 10, 15 years, now being the voice you hear on Raw, it gets people to pay attention.
Yeah, and I get where you're going with that, and I totally agree with you. I'm not disputing the fact that he's good. He's fucking phenomenal. I'm just saying I think the way once he started getting, like, you can see him settling in
very easy,
and he settled in like so easily.
And
you know what I mean? And I was like, wow, like this is gonna be something good. Like if they're using him and they're going to Netflix with him, if you guys don't want to get the ad breaks, you gotta subscribe, my friend.
If you got Amazon Prime, you can use that. It's free.
Or steal your mama's credit card.
Yeah, go steal your mom's credit card.
But here's the thing, like, here's why he's successful when a lot of guys from other sports that came over were not, is because of the level of professionalism that he brings. I mean, this isn't just some guy that called sports, other sports. Like, this is a guy who was just a top-notch professional. So when he came to WWE, he brought that same work ethic with him. So I guarantee he probably didn't know much about wrestling before he got the job. But I guarantee...
Hater.
No. It's the dude.
Now he's back in Sigma Cheese.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
But that same level that he brought to other sports, he's bringing to WWE with him. That professional wanting to be the best. So I'm not surprised that he did better, because, I mean, they've had some real... They've tried to bring over some guys that were just horrible. So it's a nice change of pace.
I think. Okay, so let me talk about this for a second since you're bringing that up. Jackie Redmond. Jackie Redmond is like the female voice of NHL. Like she has her own show on Fox. She has several shows where she's talking about soccer. Where she's talking about ice hockey. She's talking about football. So she's in sports as well.
Yeah.
The way she came over into the WWE was she meshed real well. I think that like I was saying, I think that once he has that booming voice that and he has a lot of legitimacy on the headset. I like the way he settled into the commentary position. He started thriving. Like first match in, he was going. You know what I'm saying? And I liked it. I totally liked it. 110%. The whole we're not done destroying the Judgment Day thing that Rhea Ripley was saying, dude. This feud is going to go for a long time, but I kind of feel like the four of Judgment Day getting beat by two people makes the Judgment Day look weak.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the whole point too, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it might be the point, but I'm just saying it's great.
I mean, the idea is to make Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest look strong, but if at some point Finn Balor was supposed to be the leader of Judgment Day, and he was the one that got recruited when they kicked out Edge. I mean, you've got to give them some legitimacy. You got to give them a reason to hold the tag team belts because you're really making the tag team belts look like shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like they haven't defended the belts since they won
2 months.
Right?
2 months.
They're like the Young Bucks. They win the belts and they go on vacation, whatnot. They don't defend the belts, right? So it's like they're not defending the belts. So, you know, what was it you, Senator, that said you forgot that they were even tag team champions until someone said something?
It was
like that's fucking a shame, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like
that happens in WWE a lot too. Sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
Mostly with the women's tag team titles, they always forget.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
those
belts are screwed now.
That's why they unified all the women's tag team titles and said, okay, there's got to be enough women's tag teams there for you to wrestle on 3 different shows. And I think that was the whole point of that. So with these guys, I mean, who are your tag teams that are free to go after tag team gold on Raw? The Creed brothers aren't doing it. Kazawa and Otis aren't doing it. The Usos are broken up. Miz and R-Truth are R-Truth is injured because of Tsunami Dude.
Bronson Reed.
Who else? I mean, who else is left on the Raw roster who's doing tag teams? I mean, hell, if nothing else, you could have the Street Profits come back and have them go after those tag team belts because they ain't getting them on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
You bring up some NXT tag teams like
the AOP
and that one tag team.
AOP.
Tank and Tank.
Hey, you got Viking Raiders, you got the Good Brothers, you got
You know, even do this. This may sound stupid to you guys, but didn't the Headbangers just sign a Legends contract?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they did.
You're right. That does sound stupid.
Well, it's at least it's something.
I mean, but you still have them go out there and put them over. At least give them a fucking title match. Like,
you know what? Hey, let's bring back the Nasty Boys and have them do it too.
Oh God,
let's not.
That already happened.
You just want to see Knobs' hole. That's all.
Mosh and Thrasher haven't been good in the ring in the last 5 years.
At least it's something. At least it's something.
Well, let's talk about Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree versus American Made.
That was a fun match.
That was a really fun match. Maxine Dupree has gotten 100 times better than she was 5 months ago.
Yes,
like
definitely.
Absolutely.
She's not like superstar quality, but she you can tell she's been there at the Performance Center training her
butt. Yeah,
and I appreciate that. I guess like when she was out and about doing house shows and fans were like, "You suck, go home." That she really took heart to that and spent a lot of time with Natty getting better.
Yeah,
I love it. I
agree with you, hater. I agree with you.
Hey, maybe they'll have Uncle Howard. Well, no, Maybe they'll have 2 of the Wyatt 6 go after the tag belts.
I mean, they might. It makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh, yeah. You got the Creed brothers.
They can have Raven and Eric Redbeard do it.
Yeah.
They got Tozawa and
Otis.
Yeah, too bad Indashir isn't around anymore. Now
Yeah,
you
that's such
miss
a
him.
shame.
Now you miss him.
Man, are Jinder and Heath?
Man, Jinder would be going.
3 of me is a championship
against Gunther
factory.
right now.
That is true. They are both injured. You are
Can
right.
you imagine Jinder and Gunther like just overseas, just tearing it up?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh wow, yes.
Oh yeah, Chase you. Yeah.
I would mind that.
Chase you in the main roster will be fucking hilarious. I will watch.
You can even bring up Axiom and
No.
A-Kid.
Yeah, I can't wait till Chase U is on the main roster so they can be on main event within 3 weeks.
Anyway,
is main event still? No, they would be on WWE Speed, not main event.
No, it's main event still because that's where Dragunov has been the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I thought main event was long gone. Okay, never
oh,
mind.
that's still
it's
around.
on Hulu. It's like exclusive to Hulu.
Hulu.
Makes sense now.
Yeah. So Chad Gable talked about talked about losing to Uncle Howdy last week on Raw. Said that he's sick and tired of being a loser. That they are going to win, and I gotta say, man, this match was like a C+ for me.
He smacked the shit.
Oh my god! Yes,
he kept up the shit out of them.
I like eventually they're gonna snap too.
American made.
I think that for me, the highlight of the match was the Maxine Dupree's performance in the match. It looked like Julius and Brutus were doing like you can tell they were going through the motions.
Yeah.
Like they were like because there were some spots where they were like 5 feet apart.
They were following the script.
They
were
following
it. The NXT calling in.
This was one of those matches where I always say if you can't talk in the ring, don't do it. These guys, they were going so like in motion, and it was that's slow. It was hella slow.
That's how they train him at the Performance Center.
Yeah.
You got to think these two came in not as wrestling fans. These two came in as athletes that wanted to make money wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So they know nothing about wrestling coming in. And then WWE trained them in the WWE style, which is script everything out.
Yep.
So when they get in the ring and the smallest little thing goes wrong, especially when you're in there with someone like Tozawa. Tozawa was long before WWE was wrestling.
He was a good wrestler too.
I like how they mentioned that he was like a former cruiserweight champion. They never put Tozawa over like that.
Yep.
I'm glad they did that. I'm really
show
glad.
some respect.
He's also the man that discovered Omos, the giant ninja.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
Omos deserves better.
We'll get to some Omos conversation a little later because I have some stuff to say about Omos too.
Yeah,
but
you said he discovered Omos, you mean he was backstage dressed as a ninja, and Omos was there too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't mean like you discovered Omos. Okay.
No. We all know that Hulk Hogan discovered Omos.
Oh my God.
It's because Omos is a Naruto fan. He likes to dress up like a ninja.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
Hogan was like, brother, I was walking through deepest, darkest Africa, brother. And I walked past this big
Listen to
tree,
me, brother.
And I was like, let me lean against it to give the Hulk back a little rest, brother.
Give it the Hulk.
That tree started moving, brother. And I was like, oh my God, it's a giant guy.
Vince brought Omos on TV, and Hogan's like, who's that? He's like, well, you said you found this ninja.
That's my ninja,
brother.
He's my ninja.
Yeah, brother.
That's not what I meant.
Oh my God. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna have a 6-man 8-man tag team street fight next week.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
8-person tag team street fight next week between the Alpha Academy. I'm sorry, the American Made.
There you go.
American Made
versus the Wyatt 6.
I am excited about that.
Also, during that promo, I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but like he was like 375 days, my sanity crumbled.
Yep.
He was talking about it's been 375 days since Wyatt has passed.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I'm one of those people, like I know how many days my mom's been gone too, so I get it.
Yeah, same here for me.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, celebrated my mom's 69th birthday, and she's been passed for 29 years. So yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Then we had a match between Zelina Vega and Shayna Baszler, and dude, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry when they showed that when that fan gave her that poster. Like, dude, man, it was crazy. But hey, Zelina Vega came out fighting, bro. Like she was ready to put hands on Shayna Baszler. Even at that one spot where she's gonna do the stomp to the bottom to the elbow.
Yeah,
I like that. But you know, Lyle Valkyria had to come and save her from getting beat up by the Pure Fusion Collective, and that set up a 6-woman tag team match.
On tag team matches next week.
Blood. You could call them by their correct name, please. Lesbian Shield.
Yeah, Raw did rule tonight.
I will not.
Is it the lesbians?
I will not
homophobic now.
bring anyone's sexual orientation into their match.
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen,
they're the ones that said tonight that no men
those are Center's comments and comments alone. They do not reflect those of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. And yes, they did say that last.
No men can take them home.
Damn, they did. They actually did.
Ultimate hater. I'm going to stalk Drew. I'll be back.
Whoa.
Hater, you've been stalking Drew for God knows how long.
He's been stalking Drew since Drew been on the podcast.
Anyway, so this was the setup for a 6-woman tag team match. Live Valkyria says that since they're going to be in Calgary, Alberta next week, she has a plan. So we know that plan is Natalya.
They get Natalya back on TV.
So maybe she signed her contract.
I don't think there's been a longer tenured employee that has just been shit on more than Natalya.
Oh, yeah, she's been real shit on.
Whoa. She is a Guinness World Record holder of like 6 different records. Hey, anybody shitting on her?
Besides Vince McMahon's secretaries, I don't think anyone in WWE has been shit on more.
Once again, those are his comments alone. They do not reflect those.
Where's that label at, man?
Gorilla Press Apparel. Anyway, so Shayna Baszler defeats Zelina Vega. Then we had a CM Punk promo. Now, I got a lot to say about this CM Punk promo.
Oh, you do, huh?
Tell me what you have to say.
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
I'm sick and tired of the goddamn bracelet.
Well, something happened to it.
I'm glad. I'm so glad their bracelet got ripped the fuck up.
They heard you.
I'm tired of it. Okay, I'm sick of CM Punk. You came out. You put yourself. You put over. He actually put over Drew McIntyre. Really, he put over Gunther. He says he's challenging. He's going to go after the world championship. And just like we said to Drew McIntyre, we said this shit several times.
Yes.
Look, CM Punk got up on the fucking table and was like parading around, and I was like, Drew's gonna kill his ass. Lo and behold, here comes a man in black. Drew came and fucked him up. Beat him so bad, blood come out of his mouth. They stretchered CM Punk out. Of course, we've already discussed this. This is going to be the third and decisive match in their feud. It's going to be a Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood, and yeah. If I had to give it a grade,
I would like to cover a few details about this attack that you left out.
Hold on. Before you go any further, I have to give this. If I had to give this a grade, it'd be a straight up A+ because it had everything.
Yes,
everything. Go ahead, Julian.
When Drew McIntyre started taking the bracelet off CM Punk's wrist, I was like, "Oh God damn it!"
I was too, honestly.
This is the dumbest shit I have talked about. This pivot point in the feud for the last few weeks about how stupid it is about them feuding over a bracelet. But Drew McIntyre finally did something right. He took it one step further. He busted the beads off the bracelet, shoved it in CM Punk's mouth like a bunch of thumbtacks, and then claymored him. And I said, okay, I can get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw CM Punk put on the gurney. And I said, you know what? If you are really a heel and the guy that you just got finished fucking up is on a gurney, you have got to, A, kick the gurney over, B, roll it off the stage when they look on stage this time.
Yeah.
Or C, you got to bust him up while he's on the gurney. And so they went to commercial. I was like, they took the easy way out. But we came back from commercial, and what happened? CM Punk was almost at the ambulance. I mean, the medical facility transport. Medical facility transport. And here comes Drew McIntyre and just starts busting him out. You see blood all over CM Punk's mouth. I'm like, you know what? You're now the baby face in my eyes.
We have been saying it for the longest.
I was like, thank you. If you want to tell me that these guys, that CM Punk is now going to pivot and be like, hey, forget Gunther, I want a Hell in a Cell match with this guy. This is the reason to do it. This is the reason to do it. And they did it really well. Drew looked jacked, and he looked beefy. Crap out of CM Punk.
I will say this.
Great angle.
I will say this. CM Punk started out that promo by saying, now that personal's out the way, it's time to get to business. Because the business and the goal is gold. And now that I'm done with Drew McIntyre, like I knew right then and there that there was going to, I mean, I already told y'all 3 weeks ago that what was going to happen with the Hell in a Cell, but I was like, when he came out and was going to come out and challenge Gunther, I was like, Drew McIntyre ain't done with this shit. And when Drew hit him with those three claymores, I was like, yep, game on.
You know what was really good? That claymore that he gave him in the ring after he shoved the beads in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
If he slapped the thigh, that was the best thigh slap he ever done in his life because it sounded fantastic. It sounded devastating, and CM Punk sold it like he got hit with a sack of rocks in the head.
I am mad about one thing.
What?
There's one thing that, I said I give it an A+. I'm gonna take the plus away, just give it an A.
Wow.
There's one thing that happened that I was so disgusted by that I literally just got up and threw my hands up in the air and walked away for a minute.
Drew McIntyre didn't cook Larry the dog and feed him to him?
No, wow. God damn.
That was my idea.
No, he didn't say this is for Jack Perry.
No. When CM Punk was on the fucking desk and he got Claymore off the desk, Drew McIntyre kicked him so hard and knocked one of CM Punk's Jordans off.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh yeah,
he was laying in one shoe, one sock, and then you know what? That motherfucker got on the gurney and they didn't pick up his shoe. Do you know how much the motherfucking shoes cost?
He could afford it.
I was disgusted.
He said he
if you watch CM Punk on Sneakerheads when he went to the store and bought the shoes, like he had said, he had never owned a pair of Jordans, and that of all people, the Young Bucks turned him on to buying Jordans.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow, okay.
And really, nobody still hates you, fam.
Did the other Jordan land in the audience?
No, I don't know where it went, but if someone probably got that motherfucker and was like, "Who got CM Punk's
I would right out the arena. I'd be like, "Fuck the rest of the show."
But he only had one. They would have only had one Jordan.
That's okay. That's all right.
Hey.
You make a profit off that.
Here's what I learned tonight: that a black hoodie is a new invisible fucking cape.
Yeah.
Way. All you have to do is put on a fucking black hoodie and no one sees you.
I mean, yeah.
It's the cloak of invisibility.
I mean, I didn't know it was
put on
Drew.
that black hoodie. I'm like, where the fuck he go? He was just here.
So they just gave up doing the Enzo Amore disguise. They didn't do that.
Yeah, they just gave up on that.
I love how they sold it. Oh my God, I think that's Drew McIntyre.
Right. Like, oh my God, Punk fell on the table. Wait a minute, no, he didn't. That's Drew McIntyre. I didn't even see him there.
All the wrestlers.
Oh my God,
that damn hoodie.
All the wrestlers took notes from the bloodline and be like, we're going to steal that. We're going to wear black hoodies now.
Right.
Blood, you should do that for your next wrestling match.
Oh, yeah, you should.
Or Sinner,
I'm here.
Or Sinner, you should do that.
No, I'm going to do that when I break into a house.
Whoa,
God.
Oh, God.
my door just got kicked open, but no one's there. And I'm just going to be walking in my black hoodie like, yeah, motherfucker, no one's here. There's the valuables.
And shout out to the cameraman for making it look like Drew McIntyre appeared out of nowhere.
I know, yeah. Shout out to that cameraman. God damn. Give him a raise.
Emmy Award-winning cameraman.
Wait a minute. Before you go on, I learned something new today that I did not know.
What is that?
Those camera shots that we thought were 8K are not 8K.
What?
It's just a camera that distorts the background. It's not actually being shot in 8K.
What?
Why would you? You know what? You fucking goddamn you, Wizard of Oz ass behind the curtain.
No, don't look back here.
Damn it.
Damn it, Sinner. I have my hopes up.
You just ruined it for me.
Hey, they just put the camera on portrait mode.
Yeah.
They just have an iPhone out there.
Hey, S24 Ultra, we have that on our phones. You put portrait mode, blur shit out.
They just use an old fucking Razor flip phone.
Oh my god!
Straight
up hey, if they're gonna ruin my day with that shit, I'm gonna ruin everyone else's with it.
Oh my god!
No, don't ruin everyone.
Hey, Rick said we should bring down the crime counter. I'm gonna start doing that. Who committed a crime to go to jail this week?
Not me.
Because you just savagely attacked a motherfucker on television. That's a felony, man.
And stole his property.
And stole his shit and destroyed it.
Yeah, destroyed his
vandalism.
Property.
Man.
The police is about to arrest the guy. He puts his black hoodie. Where did he go? Where did he go?
Cops out there with flashlights. You don't see nobody.
He's invisible.
Then, wait a minute.
He just disappeared.
When he was on a stretcher and was attacked, that's abusing the disabled.
Yep.
So,
yeah. What the hell, man?
A whole lot of
dead, Julian.
Maybe he was. Rest in peace, Charles Montgomery Punk.
Wow, Charles
barely knew you.
And then he comes back, he's alive.
Clarence Mason Punk. So then we had Ilya Dragunov moving one step closer in the Intercontinental Championship opportunity as he took on he took on Dirty Dominic Mysterio
and Dragon Leroy
and Dragon.
No.
Wait, and Dragon Lee.
So I was so sure that Dragunov wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
Shane's in the chat talking about, I hope Dragunov wins. I'm like, you have a better chance of getting pregnant, Shane. Well, Shane,
where your baby?
Don't have all the sex in the world.
I'm already doing
it. I thought Dom was going to come back at the end of the match and get a steel pin.
I thought he was too.
I was kind of hoping Dragon Lee would have won, but that was just one of those things.
Hey,
the main reason I thought Dom was going to win is because Jey Uso's in the match next week.
Yeah.
And they had already teased that Jey Uso was going to be the partner for Damian Priest that night.
Yeah.
Hey,
so I just assumed they were going to continue that whole mess with that. But
that's because that's what happens when we think.
I would like to say though, Dragunov and Ilya tore the fucking house down after Dominic.
Dragunov and Ilya are the same person.
Dragon Lee.
They both have dragon in the
They all look the same to you, Drew or Shane?
Wow. Shane and Drew look the same to you?
Yeah, all gay people do.
Wow.
They both have the word dragon.
This podcast apart.
Wow. Anyway.
They both had dragon in the name.
Also, I talked to you guys about this.
Don't defend it, Shane. It makes it worse.
Dom had a nasty eye.
Yeah,
pink eye.
But going back to like what we were talking about earlier,
how hard he was banging his head against Liv.
Oh
no, he started on his pillow.
Anyway, going back to what we were talking about earlier about the tag teams, I totally spaced on the fact that the LWO has 2 tag teams in it.
That's right.
And then we have Legado del Fantasma.
Wait, they're on
SmackDown.
Dragon Lee,
and Mysterio.
And then they've been a tag team.
They've been a tag team for a while. What are you talking about?
Wait, Ray still has a job?
LWO.
Yes, he's a Hall of Famer.
Ray's still there.
He's not a real tag team.
I mean, the Lucha Emperor.
And then you got the Shining Stars.
Yeah.
Legado del Fantasma.
Well, Legado del Fantasma, they're on SmackDown now. So
yeah,
that doesn't count.
That doesn't matter.
And they're jobbers.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Damn. Josh is just dropping like bombs, man.
But here's the thing. It's the
Josh
that sucks. It's that WWE's not doing anything with them.
Josh.
That's like you saying Bryan Danielson is a job.
Is your real last name Oppenheimer?
No. They're a minority. Why would WWE do anything with them?
Well, again, it's like if you want to push fresh new talent, there you go. But they're not doing anything with them. That's the part that sucks.
Because they're minorities. Triple H
maybe they'll pair. Maybe they'll pair. I don't know. Apollo Crews with one of them.
Oh, and Apollo Crews is with
Baron Corbin, which I like.
Baron Corbin. So Brian Lee.
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Dragon Leroy.
Dragon Lee and Dragunov had a really good spot where it almost didn't go good.
Almost.
and they recover from it real good. The sit out power bomb was a real great near fall.
It was.
I mean, it was really good. But Dragunov is like one of the most believable guys in the ring, bro. Like he looks like he really trying to fucking kill you. And I like the way the baby faces engaged. The show of respect after the bell. I was like, whatever. The unholy union.
Once again,
I'm so excited for the unholy union to become the tag team champions again. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm excited for Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, because you know what? Unlike the
Alpha 5 from Power Rangers,
Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Unlike the WWE men's tag teams, they went down to fucking NXT to defend the belts. Yeah. They're the only team
tag team belt for the women.
They're the only tag team other than Mercedes Money and Bailey to go down there and do that. Why take something? Why unify the belts just to not have them go down there and defend them? Makes no fucking sense to me. That makes those belts worthless, in my opinion. You can't say, "Oh, we're the women's tag team champions, but we're not going to go defend them around the world." That's like saying, "I'm the world heavyweight champion of Gresham, Oregon." Nowhere, like, get the fuck out of here. I'm the world heavyweight champion of Watts. I'm defending the belts. I defend the belts at the Watts Tower. You know, like I don't defend them nowhere. I don't go to Compton. I don't go to South Central. I just stay in Watts at the Watts Tower because I'm the world champion of Watts. I'm the world champion.
The Compton heavyweight champion.
I'm the world champion of Akron, Ohio. Like I just defend the belt in Akron. You know what I'm saying? Like get the fuck out of here. You're not the world champion. You're the fucking inner city champion. You know, if that.
Hey, Blood. I hate to tell you this. Secret between me and you. Wrestling's a work.
And it is?
At least you didn't say that.
Real to me, damn it.
Still real to me, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Sinner saying ain't true. Oh my god.
I'm back and ad free of my subscription until it moves to $10.
People are too hung up on the names of things in wrestling. This isn't football. This isn't boxing. This isn't baseball.
I understand what you're saying with that. But here it is. The fans care.
Yeah,
the fans care.
You think the fans care if the guy that's wrestling at their fucking high school gym hasn't been to fucking Japan to defend the title? They don't care as long as he's there every month. They don't give a damn what the title's called. Well, I don't like that guy because he's not a real.
So your local Armory fans may not give a shit, but if I'm spending $300 fucking to sit front row at Monday Night Raw to see the undisputed world champion, you goddamn right I'm gonna be like, I spent my motherfucking money. That guy better have wrestled in Japan. So
still, even if you're fucking spent $1,000 on your ticket, all that matters is the guy shows up. Not that he's been to fucking Sicily and defended the title against fucking.
The point I'm trying to make.
Wrestling fans here in Oregon are a little bit different compared to that.
They are.
But the point I'm trying to make.
I will say this: even back in the day, when let's say the Honky Tonk Man was the Intercontinental Champion, they would always bring in some. It could be Mario Castagnoli from Genoa, Italy. He's probably from Ohio, but still, they're just going to say, "We'll see." He defends internationally. He fights people from other countries. They bring in like random Asian guy, random Japanese guy, Samoan, Italian. You don't even know. They can bring in like random Indian dude who's from Canada, like Jinder Mahal. But still, they would try to make it look like he was defending it from people against people from other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So if you're going to be world heavyweight champion, you have to defend your belt across the world or from international threats, because number one, it makes for a great angle, because someone could be like, I'm from Kenya and you never defended your belt against me. You're not an international champion or a world champion. And, you gotta, it's a way of keeping the title alive.
You got to sell it to the fans. It's like, okay, the reason why I brought it up is because the Unholy Union, they were NXT. Both of them were former NXT, like NXT women's champions and shit like that, women's tag team champions. And, when those titles merged, they're trying to make that title mean something.
Yep.
So when they created these fucking women's tag team belts, it's because they want to push the women's evolution, other stuff, right? And people complain about, oh, the women aren't getting this, the women aren't getting that. Oh, the roster is too stacked full of women. So now you got a bunch of women's tag teams and women's 3-woman groups and shit like that. Yep. You got one set of tag team titles, right? Remember how everybody was bitching about the Usos holding 2 sets of tag team belts?
Oh, yeah.
They need to split the belts because they got to do this, they got to do that. So they unified the women's tag team belts because they didn't have a lot of women's tag teams in AEW, in WWE at the time, on Raw and SmackDown. So now if you go look at NXT, dude, there is a plethora of amazing fucking women wrestling in NXT. Yeah. There's so many tag teams down in NXT, so many 3-woman groups down in NXT. There are more tag team women's tag teams in NXT than there are on fucking Raw and SmackDown.
Right.
So take those belts and fucking go and shop those belts down at NXT, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to bring those NXT girls up to the main roster and they're going to fucking suck because you're not giving them the rub that they would have got down there if you took the fucking belts and went down there.
Yeah. Wait, so they're going to suck because no one went down there
because they're not working with main roster people. It's like if you're in the fucking minor leagues of baseball and you never get to go to a spring training camp if you play for the Portland Pickles, which is a minor league team for the Los Angeles Dodgers. If you play with the Portland Pickles and you're like, oh, my aspirations is to go play professional Major League Baseball with the Dodgers one day. If you don't go to fucking spring training to play with those actual players, guess what? You're going to fucking suck forever because you're not going to be up there. It's like playing high school basketball. I want to play in the NBA. If you never go to an NBA fucking summer camp, how are you going to become an NBA player, right?
Yeah.
So if you take these guys from minor leagues,
main roster people are going to the performance center and training with these.
That's not the point of what I'm saying.
How is it not the point? They're not playing. You don't have the minor league basketball team playing in Madison Square Garden.
Actually, yeah, you do. Actually, yeah, you do. Some of them NBA fucking teams do play in Madison Square Garden. They actually play in the fucking Staples Center too. NBA Summer League teams, yes, they do.
Yep.
So don't speak on it unless you know, my friend, because I will debate this shit all night.
Speaking of stuff you don't know about, how many women tag teams are there in NXT? What are all the women tag teams down there?
Let's see. There's the Unholy. Not the Unholy. There's the chicks from the fucking Metaphor, the Metaphor girls. That's them. There's Nikita Lyons and the chick with the fucking swords.
Where's Nikita Lyons at?
Okay, there's Sol Ruka.
Where's Nikita Lyons?
Hold on, you're asking. I'm giving you teams.
The chick with the swords got released.
Oh, when did she get released?
A while ago.
She was just on NXT last Tuesday. So unless that shit happened in the last,
what are you talking about? You talking about the Asian chick?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. So you don't even watch NXT. So how would you know?
You're right, I don't.
Well,
that's why I asked you what all women tag teams are down there. You said Nikita Lyons, who ain't been on TV in 8 months.
Okay, so
she's too busy planning her next.
You got Adriana Rizzo. She's part of a tag team. You got Ariana Grace, who's part of a tag team. You got BFAB, who's down there. Believe it or not. Hold on. I'm giving you the names I'm giving you the teams.
No, you're saying, no, this person's in a tag team. Who are they in a tag team with? You're not giving me any tag teams. You're just.
They don't have a tag team name.
If you shut up long enough, I can tell you who the tag teams are.
But you haven't been. You just been giving me one person's name and saying, no, they're part of a tag team. With who? BFAB isn't part of no tag team. She's managing fucking Cedric.
Okay, so Adriana Rizzo is a part of the Tony D'Angelo group, and she's teaming with, what the fuck is that chick's name? not Ariana Grace. Ariana Grace is with the other girl. Fucking Brianna. Brinley Reese. That's what she's teaming with. So there's Kaylee Bright, who's teaming with fucking what's her chick's name? Brianna. Fuck, can't think of her name. Danny Palmer. And then you got
Chance Carter.
No. They're not NXT. They're.
Are you sure?
They're main roster. Their main roster. Goddamn. You got Izzy Dame. She's teaming up with JC Jane and Jasmine. No, Jasmine Nix, JC Jane, and Fallon Henley. Fallon Henley are the fatal influence or fatal attraction or some shit. They're the new toxic attraction down there.
Yes. And
then you got Jada Parker, who can team up with anybody down there.
You got anyone down there.
You got Jamar. You got Jamar Garrett, who teams up with Lash Legend down there, part of the Metaphor. You got what the fuck's that chick's name?
Have stacked women's tag team roster. You can't even
Carmen Petrovich. That's the chick with the swords. Yeah, Carmen Petrovich. She's still there.
She's the one teaming up with
Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray and Lainey Reed are together. So that's 6 tag teams right there.
So they're actually having tag team matches every week on NXT.
Go watch NXT. You'll see. You'll see these women are in tag team matches. These women are in 6-person tag team matches. These women, they're in tag team matches. That's why it's like, why the fuck do you not have the tag team titles down there when you got a bunch of tag teams down there?
All these women you just named, that's their whole damn women's roster. So why do they have singles titles if all their women are in tag teams?
Why does the WWE have tag team titles when all their women are single guys too?
What? What tag team single guys?
That's not the point I'm trying to make. You're saying that.
You forgot about OTM.
Yeah. That's what Jada Parker.
Yeah.
You got Thea Hale down there. She was teaming up with Sol Ruka. You got Tatum Paxley teaming up with Wendy Chu, who are now feuding together. Now they're feuding with each other. So yeah, you got Ren Sinclair.
Anymore.
You got I just said now they're feuding with each other. You got Ren Sinclair and Zena Sterling.
Carmen Petrovich.
So there's no singles women wrestlers.
You got Ren Sinclair.
Tag teams.
You got Ren Sinclair, who was teaming with Zena Sterling before she joined the Mafia group because they fucking killed off not the Mafia group, Regal's kids group, because they killed off that one dude. They killed off Damon Kemp. Yeah, No Catch Quarter Crew. She was teaming up with that chick before they killed off Damon Kemp. So there's several fucking women's tag teams down there.
There's apparently no singles women wrestlers, because I just looked at the roster while you're naming them. The only one you didn't name as being in a team is Roxanne Perez.
Well, Roxanne Perez was one half of the tag team champions with Cora Jade.
What the hell is the point of having titles down there? Everyone's in tag teams.
Okay, that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about why the tag team titles aren't down there if you got a whole bunch of fucking tag teams down there.
Why are the singles titles down there?
Now you see there's a bunch of tag teams down there. That's the point we're making.
I think you're putting
Bayley and Sasha were tag team champions and they had singles belts too.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're confusing tag teams with 2 single wrestlers that team up.
Oh, okay. So right now your women's tag team champions are 2 fucking singles wrestlers that team up.
I hate it.
That's the whole point I'm trying to make. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire are a legit tag team. They're a real tag team.
Yes, Kabuki Warriors, a real tag team.
I don't know. We just had Io Sky as the women's champion, so she's challenging for titles by herself. Asuka is out right now, and when Asuka came to the WWE, she was no tag team partner, nobody. She was a singles person in NXT for a long time. So once again, those are singles wrestlers that they put together for a tag team title match or to be tag team champions.
Tag teams.
Okay,
it's not just 2.
Okay, so going back to the point of what I was making. You have all these tag teams, yet the tag team champions don't take the tag team belts to the other promotions, to the other parts of the company. It makes no sense.
Here's the only reason that I do not care that the women's tag titles aren't defended in NXT. NXT is developmental. Let the people in developmental get that TV time. That's why I hate it when Becky Lynch went down there and won a title. That's why I hate when Dom went down there and won a title. Let the developmental people get as much of their TV time as they can. Don't give it to people on the main roster. They don't need.
But Sinner, here's the thing though. If Dominic Mysterio goes down to NXT to compete with, say, the North American Championship, a lot more people are going to tune in to see Dom than they would normally watching NXT.
Which will put eyes on everybody else.
The people on NXT roster during that show, a lot more eyes on them for people who normally wouldn't watch NXT. So, for example, we were all joking about where is Veer, when is Veer going to come to Raw? Veer had been on Main Event, for 3 or 4 weeks. And we didn't know because we were watching that shit. Because it was Main Event. Now, even when Veer was part of Indus Sher down at NXT, we weren't really watching Indus Sher on NXT either because it was NXT. And Indus Sher was just like another tag team, and Veer just happened to get called up. So as much as they can do, NXT always needs to do these cross-promotional shows where somebody for the main roster comes down and is involved in some angle or something, just so they can get a bunch of new viewers watching NXT. So, and here's the best example of it. How many times have we seen someone get called up from NXT, and when they come on the main roster, the people on Raw or SmackDown don't know who the fuck they are? Like, that is silly. If NXT is truly your third brand, that's silly. And you, as WWE, have to do something about that.
Well, WWE can't even decide if it's a third brand. 1 week is a third brand, the next week it's just development.
Well, but now, right, as of this latest iteration, when they got rid of the color splash and all that, and with HBK taking over and Vince McMahon kind of getting shifted out, they are moving more towards it being a third brand. Now, back when they were doing NXT takeovers that would go like the day before a regular PLE, they were putting banger shows on.
I mean,
really banger shows. And that's when Adam Cole was down there, and that's when you had people coming through that if they still appeared on the main roster, a lot of folks wouldn't know who they were. But within the NXT verse, they were A, filling arenas, and 2, the fans knew who they were, and they were fully supporting them and fully behind them. Now, the business mindset for NXT has changed, where we're going to bring in people that aren't necessarily all indie, but we're going to try to bring in a lot of people who are athletes from college or Olympic gold medalists or whatever, and train them to do wrestling. And we're going to bring in, a few indie stars here and there, and we'll do some crossover TNA and so forth and so on, because they're trying to get more eyes on that product, so that when that person does appear on TNA or if they move up to the main roster, people will know who they are. And that's what they should be doing, because I would think that ideally, and again, it's like splitting the vote or diluting the product. Would it be okay for NXT to maybe go on the road one day? I mean, they used to do it with NXT takeovers. They used to be in the same city as the regular PLE, and those shows would sell out, and you can get your package deals. So that's kind of their job. And so the idea of a Becky Lynch going down, the idea of the women's tag team champions going down, the idea of a Dominic Mysterio going down and fighting let's say even an Obafemi or something like that, it puts more eyes on the product, because for real, nobody really was behind Carmelo Hayes when he came to the main roster on SmackDown. I mean, dude went from being the president of a company to coming in as a sales rep number 3.
Just do it from the president of the company to being the fucking lead guy in the fucking mailroom.
And they're hoping to get him. He's got to get over that hump. I mean, and it's not that he doesn't have the talent; it's just no one knows who the fuck he is. And all of a sudden, your catchphrase, LA Knight. Mm-hmm. LA Knight's been doing for how long?
True. And I'm gonna tell you this: you talk about like the main roster guys going down to NXT and stealing the shine from the young guys. Well, CM Punk and Randy Orton are going to be debuting on 2 different episodes of NXT when they go to CW.
I don't like that either.
So you don't like that either?
No.
You don't like that they're going down there? Remember? Okay, whoa. I'm gonna say this. And if I have to pull it up, I'll fucking find it. But at one time, CM Punk was the fucking WWE champion and defended the belt in NXT.
Yeah.
And it was a big ratings draw then, and everybody was so excited.
How was it a big ratings draw when it was on the WWE network? There are no ratings for the WWE network.
Well, I'm sorry. People tuned in to watch that because the champion from the main roster went down to the developmental roster.
How many people, though? Because WWE never even got over 1 million subscribers until 2015, 2016. So how is it a big ratings draw?
I can settle this whole thing like this. If you don't like the fact that Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, 2 singles wrestlers, are your women's tag team champions, and that NXT doesn't deserve to have the main roster guys go down there because they don't want the shine stolen, then split the belts up, give NXT back their tag team belts. Then give NXT back their tag team belts.
I said they don't need it.
Them going to the fucking CW, they're going to need it. But if that's the case,
here's the thing:
give them back their tag team belts.
Going to the CW isn't going to help their ratings at all. I mean, the highest rated show on the CW is Penn and Teller Fool Us that gets less than 1 million viewers. So
let me give you an example. Here's an example. When Raw went to TNN, there was a huge thing in the media news or the media papers or the entertainment papers about, for the demographic, that time slot, whatever. Raw had increased viewership on TNN by 50%.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, if we had all of a sudden 25 viewers, and that's because Drew popped on for 5 seconds, that means that our viewership increased by 50%. But that's not saying, 50% of 50 is 25. If you don't have a bunch of viewers to begin with, that's not really saying much. Now, did Raw draw a bunch of viewers? Yeah, it was a whole bunch of them. CW can use anything they can get.
Oh, absolutely.
They're rebuilding right now. They need fucking viewers.
That's because you got to remember, and Josh, tell me when I'm lying. At one point, CW had The Flash, Arrow, Smallville, Supernatural,
Gotham,
One Tree Hill.
Oh yeah.
The chicks who ran the coffee shop.
Gotham was on Fox.
They had all these shows that brought in this straight up demographic that CW had a lock on. It was the teen angst TV show.
Mm-hmm.
That was their channel. They had a lock on that shit.
If it wasn't superheroes, it was teen drama.
Now all their flagship shows are gone, and they're like, well, we need something new. Hey, let's get the NBA. Y'all ain't got NBA money. Let's get the NHL. Y'all ain't got NHL money. What else can we do? Let's get wrestling. Well, let's get Raw.
They never had wrestling on there.
Oh, you got NXT money?
SmackDown was on there back in the day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, you're right on that.
You're just too young.
That's back when they were on UP.
UPN back in the day.
They were UPN, then they were on whatever they called it after that. Then when they combined, it was on the CW.
Ion. They were on Ion.
My network TV. But here's the thing. Here's the problem with CW. My local CW affiliate is owned by a mega church. They own the TV station.
Oh shit!
They're not going to put NXT on the station. It's already been announced. They're not getting NXT because they don't want that kind of program on their licensed station.
But you know what though? You can watch the CW app and you can watch it.
The CW app, yeah. But that's going to hurt their numbers.
I just had to look up who the CW affiliate was here in California. In Southern California. And it still is KTLA, California.
Mm-hmm. Ernest Angley. I don't know if you remember that name. That's the one. He don't own it because he's dead, thank God. But his church owns it. He's a fucking fuck him. But yeah, his church owns the station. So they've always been very cringing on what they actually run from the CW main feed.
Well, going back to the Damage Control versus Unholy Union number 1 contenders match, the Unholy Union defeats Damage Control. The match wasn't all that great. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill were down there.
Kyrie did bust her face on that desk.
Oh man, that was fucking disgusting.
Fuck, it was.
She was out of it after that.
We can't hear you, by the way.
As soon as that happened, they should have pulled her from the match because she 100% had a concussion after that.
Yeah, I think
I feel bad
for her. Should have been pulled from the match. They should have stopped the match. They should have did something.
Yes.
That was bad, and she's definitely going to be taken off the road for a few weeks after that. Because even after the spot,
Josh, unplug your mic and plug it back in.
Yeah, we can. You could see she was glazed over in the eyes.
Yeah. But for me, the biggest surprise of the night, and I think Julian said it best. This is long-term storytelling at its best.
Hello?
It is fine.
Yeah, there you go. Sami Zayn comes out and challenges Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
It makes sense.
And it's perfect. Gunther's like, nope.
Who better than the guy who beat him for the Intercontinental Championship?
Who
to beat him for the World title? Sami came out and was like, Randy, like, you beat Randy Orton. Yeah. But guys who won the Intercontinental Championship, guys like Macho Man Randy Savage, Shawn Michaels, you know, the guy who inspired me, Bret the Hitman Hart, like he laid down a bunch of names. Didn't say Ricky Steamboat though. But he laid, no one's gonna say Honky Tonk Man. He laid down a bunch of names, and me and Julian talked about this a while back when Sami lost the Intercontinental Championship. I kept saying that's the workhorse title. And as you can tell, the names that Sami labeled off, all workhorse champions. Mm-hmm. Even Gunther. Gunther was a workhorse for that Intercontinental.
Oh yeah,
sure was.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Sami got denied a championship match, and we all know that was gonna fucking turn up.
And it's gonna
Sami's gonna get his match.
Oh,
But that promo, A+, man. It was so fucking good. And when Gunther turned to walk away, Sami basically was like, these are just my words and my words alone. Sami basically was like, you're a bitch because I never seen you walk away from a fight.
Yeah.
And I think Gunther stopped and was like, interesting. And then walked away. Like that, me personally, I think that's going to be a great feud to watch. Who would have thought that seeing Sami Zayn versus Gunther would have been a great feud? But boy, were we surprised for the Intercontinental Champion. Well, I wasn't.
I always have faith.
And Chad Gable's not going to get involved with this one.
Here's my thing. The Sami ship has sailed.
Oh my god!
It's after the Bloodline thing. Sami, they're gonna have to build him back up to even make him a credible challenger. That not even a credible challenger, but someone that you actually think could walk away as champion.
Okay, so wait a minute. Didn't he beat Gunther, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, for the Intercontinental title?
Yep.
What does that mean?
So if he did it once, he can do it again. So you're basically saying he's an underdog again. Well,
Sinner's going to say yeah, but then
he beat Gunther, so Gunther can move on to the world title. Well, no, my thing is he beat Gunther because Gunther can move on to the world title. Everyone knew Sami was walking out as Intercontinental Champion because they had other things they wanted to do with Gunther.
I think I was the only one that said Sami was winning in the fucking predictions.
No,
maybe we should go back and look at their predictions.
Pretty sure we all said it, but
I was the only one that said Sami was going to lose. I was the only one.
See,
not because I was trying to think of a sense that Chad Gable was helping Sami. I was thinking Rocky, the throw the towel in.
Right.
Oh, throw the towel.
Yeah. I like Sami. I think Sami's an amazing in the ring. I just feel like Sami is not someone that Sammy's not somebody you be like, okay, I can see him defeating Gunther for the world title. Just because I don't see a Sammy world title run happening right now. Now, if they would have pulled the trigger after Royal Rumble 2020, whatever year that was, 2023, I could have seen it.
I see Sammy winning the world championship. I don't see him winning the WWE title.
Well, he ain't gonna. I don't see him winning the world title. Not right now. Like I always say, can you right now in this moment in time? Can you see Sammy as the face of Monday Night Raw going into the Netflix era?
Not now, but
do you think they want to go into Netflix with Sami Zayn as champion?
No.
Honestly, I think they would win in with CM Punk as champion.
I think they will. I think that Punk gets the title before they move to Netflix.
That'll be a smart move because everyone loves CM Punk, and he'll
or maybe Punk wins the title on the debut of their Netflix show.
Are they? Yeah, are they hype it up as CM Punk versus Gunther for the debut on Netflix to fucking?
That'd be a good one.
And that would draw people to Netflix. I mean, damn near everyone has a Netflix account as it is. So.
Oh yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
I get mine through my
phone. That's what always made me a little bit suspicious of the deal because I don't see anybody. I don't see a heavy influx of.
I do, but more internationally than in America.
I thought about the deal, and if you really go back and look at the deal on paper, like they showed you, like Sean Ross Sapp, I think did it, showed you why the deal was so good, because you're gonna have to upgrade your regular Netflix, even if you have like a Netflix Prime, they're gonna come up with another.
Which I don't mind doing.
Another cost for Netflix, so you can get all the pay-per-views, no commercials.
Be on Peacock.
Oh well, I mean, so you can get shows like the shows with no commercials, no ad revenue. Like so you would think that they would do that because of ad revenue.
Sure.
Well, they're getting paid ad revenue because once they go commercial free, people are gonna have to pay extra for that commercial free.
Oh yeah,
which I don't mind doing.
So Netflix is like, yeah, I'll give you all this fucking money because now I get to up my rates, and people are going to be like, yeah, I want to do it. You know, just like the Peacock
commercials.
Well, and
Peacock screws you over because you get Peacock fucking. I got the Peacock Prime with no commercials, and I seem to have the motherfuckers almost every other pay per view.
Yeah.
WWE commercial.
Here's the thing: the Netflix deal. It isn't much for their American audience because damn near everyone in America has Netflix at this point. I get it through my cell phone company, so I'm good on that. But internationally is where they're going to make their money. And internationally, we're the only country where the WWE network is not its own separate entity. It's only on Peacock in America.
Yeah, if you get a VPN, you can go back to the old WWE network.
I've tried that once. It didn't happen.
Next year, the WWE Network is moving to Netflix internationally, not in America, because they still got their Peacock deal. But internationally, the network's moving to Netflix. So you do, like you said, if you want to watch the pay-per-views, if you want to do this, that, and the other, you're going to have to subscribe to Netflix. So I don't think they got it for the American rights. I think that was just kind of included in it. But it's at international rights because wrestling's huge in other countries.
Oh yeah,
in the international scene,
as we've seen by every time they've gone international and how fucking hot the crowd is.
Yeah.
Better than the U.S. crowd because the U.S. crowd sucks.
So speaking of matches that suck, we had another triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship match. The fatal 4-way to see who faces Braun Breaker. We have Braun Strowman taking the place of the I don't know if he's injured or not, but
yes, he was tested positive for COVID.
Oh, for COVID? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Braun Strowman versus Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser Roll.
Danny Kaiser.
How many fucking people is Pete Dunne feuding with?
A lot. He's a working computer.
Trick Williams in NXT, fucking Sheamus on WWE, like
Pete Dunne is the new Jonah.
Yeah. Basically,
he does just gotta stay
busy. He's healing them all at once, though. There's the difference.
So Strowman wins the match against Sheamus and Kaiser to earn a shot.
I was disappointed.
To earn a shot.
I wanted Kaiser to win.
Braun Strowman won.
Daddy Kaiser.
Nope.
That was scary.
Well, what happened?
Selena walked in and grabbed my water bottle and walked out. I'm like, oh, that was scary. Just
that was
stormed in and stormed out. Anyway, this fatal 4-way match to determine the number one contender for the Intercontinental Champion is going to be on Monday night. So we got the Monster Among Men versus Ilya Dragunov versus Pete Dunne versus Jey Uso. We all know Jey Uso's winning that. But I think this match was horrible.
Yeah.
Now hold on. Didn't Ilya Dragunov have some bangers with Braun Breaker?
Yeah, Braun.
Yes.
He has some bangers.
I really see no reason for Jey Uso to win this, but
Jey Uso's gonna win it.
I am praying.
Let's put it like this. Since everybody thought that when Ilya Dragunov came to the main roster, he was just like set the place on fire. It's the Mad Dragon. Oh, the crazy Russian. Oh, to this, oh, to that. And his match went.
Yeah, like a wet fart in the wind.
Here's the thing.
And so, because he had such great matches with Braun Breaker in NXT, don't mean to cut you off, Center. This will be a chance to.
Oh my God! It's the man himself.
Oh my God! It's Drew McIntyre.
So handsome devil himself.
Going what you're saying, Julian, with Dragunov, people think and Dragunov is amazing in the ring, has great matches.
Is amazing.
Here's the problem: since the late '80s, WWE has been training their audience that the matches don't matter. It's the characters, it's this, that, and the other. Yep. That is what WWE has been training their audience for the last 40-some years. So you can't expect, oh my God, great matches. This person's going to be over because they have great matches, because that ain't what WWE's trained their audience to like.
Which is sad sometimes.
That's why AEW was such a huge thing, because AEW were matches that people wanted to see.
But
and it was about the wrestling. It wasn't about the storytelling like WWE is about the stories.
Right. And that's I hate it, but that's AEW's biggest downfall right now with trying to get a foothold in America, is because WWE's been the only show in town for 20 years.
Yeah, many years
before AEW showed up. So you have to try to retrain that audience. You have your audience of core people that followed indie wrestling, that actually enjoy, great matches, want to see, and AEW has an amazing product, but they have to retrain that audience that has been trained by WWE to like this sports entertainment, gobbledygooker, TL Hopper shit. You have to train them.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
You have to retrain them. That's why when they got Punk, when AEW got Punk, they got such a boost, because Punk was an amazing wrestler, but he also was a great character.
And
he was able to bring that over to AEW to give him that boost. So WWE fans that weren't really paying attention to AEW were like, oh, let me check this out. Not to mention CM Punk kind of left on his own, which was an unfinished story. So people are like, well, let me go check that out.
And because this Punk left for 7 years. Yep. And during that whole 7 years, he didn't pop up on the indies. He didn't pop up
nowhere.
TNA.
He was a rare commodity.
He was just gone. And he'd show up like at Cubs games, and he was on Fox on the commentary thing for a minute, and then he got pissed off about that and quit. And so really everyone was like, oh, he's going to come shit on Vince McMahon and WWE. We got to see this. And then that's what drew all these people in. And Punk with the pipe bomb and all that, he's got his own, straight, I'm not going to say straight edge, but the whole punk rock mentality. That he's had a built-in following.
That was his character. That was that character.
That he had.
But that's the same thing. Like CM Punk got over in WWE not by having great matches, because he had great matches in WWE, but that ain't what got him over. he got over because of the pipe bomb. He got over because he had great character work. Like CM Punk is basically, I would say CM Punk's the perfect pro wrestler because he can do it all.
That's why he's the best in the world.
Character. He has great matches. I mean, it's just he's everything you need in a guy to carry your company.
Absolutely.
He just has to be motivated and not angry at anybody.
Yeah. I mean, you want
him angry at someone.
Like I'm a huge Punk fan. I think everyone knows that. I love me some CM Punk, but yeah, I mean, you got to walk on eggshells around the guy because he, if he gets it in his mind that you did something that he feels is disrespectful to him, you're dead to him, basically.
I feel like CM Punk is one of those guys that's like he's old school, but he's anti-authoritarian old school. Like
he's very protective.
He wants it to be wrestling, and he wants it to be a show. He wants it to be a story, but he doesn't want it to be stupid. When he sees people do stupid shit, he gets upset. I'm the same way. Like when I see stupid shit in matches, I'm like, why would you go out there and do that?
Well, I don't think it's just that. I think Punk very much protects himself personally. Like knowing about Punk's backstory about being screwed over by family and having people you grew up with screw you over once you start making money and stuff. Like you get to the point where you get very paranoid about who's actually your friend. And who's just trying to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
And I think that's Punk's biggest problem is he's maybe a little too paranoid and a little too guarded to where if he thinks you disrespect him, that's it. That you get one chance with Punk.
Yeah.
Like
sometimes being in the business, you got to be that way.
He fell out with Hornswoggle because Hornswoggle got a new phone and texted him like, hey, do you have so-and-so's number that they were mutual friends with? And like Punk took that as Hornswoggle trying to use him to get in touch with this person, and like that he killed their friendship over that.
Oh,
like,
well, there's also a professionalism about that too, because like, if me and Julian know the same person, I'm not going to be like, hey Julian, why don't you do me a favor, give me Adam Woods' phone number. I'd be like, hey Julian, you want to do me a solid and message Adam Woods and have him contact me?
Yeah, come on, man.
Because and then Julian's like, well, let me just go ahead and give you his number. That's different. And being a professional wrestler and having the extensive phone book in my phone that I have, don't call me saying, can I get John Cena's phone number? We're friends, but I'm not giving you his phone number. Like he gave it to me. I'm not going to be giving it out. It's just respect.
Yeah,
right. It is, but you're not going to blow up an entire friendship over that.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's what I'm saying. Like Punk plays it very. He's very protective. I feel like and it's not a bad thing, but Punk is very protective of his mental health and who he lets around him to affect that. Which I get. It's not. I mean, that's smart. You need that.
Well, I mean, I get that, but he does kind of take it to a bit of an extra place that it doesn't need to go.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are a little too wound up for their own good, but it is what it is.
Well, it's like if someone contacts me and is like, hey, can you give a Bad Blood and see if you can put me on the round table? Like, no, that's not my job to do. Like, you reach out to Blood and, you reach out to him and talk to him. Like, don't, and I get that, but I'm not going to end a friendship over that. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? That isn't my place to do. Let me go ahead,
Sometimes a simple conversation can be had that,
Right.
But, and that's probably why him and Colt Cabana had such a horrible fucking, there's other reasons too, but yeah. So let me get to our main event, which is a tag team match. That was originally set to be the Terror Twins. Because Julian loves the Terror Twins.
He loves it so much.
We had Damian Priest and Jey Uso in a tag team match against the World Tag Team Champions, who still haven't defended their tag team belts. That literally just took the L.
Forgot all about them being tag champions.
Exactly, they literally just took the L from two guys who aren't even a tag team.
Well, they got beat by Sammy and Jey Uso like a month ago. Why didn't they ever get their title shot?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they did.
That guy because they mentioned something about it like the following week, and then everyone just forgot about it.
Oh yeah, because Jay was like, "Yeah, we should go get them tag team titles." And
right.
then, like, all of a sudden he was like,
never mind.
"I'm going through there and calling the title."
I changed my mind. Never mind.
That was actually a pretty good match.
Yeah,
it was.
I liked it. Those 4 guys, they gel well together. But Jey Uso is a great tag team wrestler, so he can have chemistry with anybody. Like if you're a great tag team wrestler, you can work pretty much with anybody.
Yeah,
because you're used to carrying the load.
Damien's not a bad. I mean, in Ring of Honor, Damien was part of a really good tag team in Ring of Honor. So, it's nothing new to him. So I'm not surprised these guys all gelled well together.
I forgot that Sammy and Jay were supposed to do a tag team thing.
Yeah.
And
everyone else did too, probably.
Well, you know what? You know what? I actually think that they probably pulled them out of that because they didn't want the tag titles to be in the same situation that they were in a year ago when they were involved in one story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like now, if you get maybe Jay and Damien go after the tag titles, now we got Sammy trying to go after the World Heavyweight title.
Well, I think Jay's going after the Intercontinental title.
Oh yeah, right. So right, yeah, I forgot about that segment.
Unless they took Rhea and Damien with the tag titles.
By the way, Braun Breaker calling Rhea Dominic sloppy seconds.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
He did.
Yeah.
I like how my favorite part of the whole promo was like, your family never beat up my family.
Yeah.
I was like,
that is true though.
I was like, I remember the Samoan SWAT team beating the shit out of Steiners a lot. So
yeah,
but they did beat them in WrestleMania 9 and WrestleMania 9.
Oh, yeah. I don't think the Samoans have ever beat the Steiners, but they beat up on the Steiners, but I don't think they've ever beat them.
Yeah, true. Because
the Steiners have always been. I mean, let's be honest, the Steiners were always a bigger team than the Head Shrinkers or the Samoan SWAT team.
Steiner line.
But yeah, I could see Triple H going, "Oh, we had this situation with both sets of tag titles last time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not do that again."
Yeah.
I just want Braun to get in Jay's face. He's like, you know what? The only thing my dad hates more than trans people is Samoans.
Damn.
Wow. Take that out on you.
You know what my uncle hates? He hates fat asses.
Yeah.
But he loves
and your daddy is a fat ass.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. He ain't wrong.
Rikishi just gives him the fucking stink face. That'd be so good.
Yeah,
what did you say about my fat ass?
So Rhea Rhea hobbled out and
wobbled.
She thought Liv thought she was safe, but Rhea's like, nah, bitch, I can still walk a little bit.
Nah, bitch.
Nah,
as I can hobble, you're in trouble.
Wobble.
It was so funny because like Rhea was like doing Liv was like doing
my leg,
my leg, and I'm like, why are you walking up to someone with a weapon?
Exactly.
She may got a bad leg, but she can swing that crutch, and then she swung that crutch.
She should have went to the school that Sinner went to. Always have a weapon outside the ring.
The school or run away.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Work smarter, not harder.
I agree.
But I think it would have been better if Liv would have been like, if Rhea would have been at the kind of entrance way, fucking Liv walking up there, and then maybe that fucking part of her intro hits where she slams her foot, and she just
she did it.
And did it, and then fucking grabbed her. Like that would have been amazing.
Yeah. But Raw actually was pretty good. Like
it was a pretty good show.
Honestly, I didn't have too many negative things to say about Raw. Like it was
good announcing team. I love it.
I really like the new announcer.
That's a Joe Tessitore guy. You know, he has to work on it a little bit, but I actually really like his voice and his style for the commentary.
He's definitely got to get in. He's got to find his flow. But yeah, his voice is amazing. I think once he finds his flow, I think he will end up being the Jim Ross of this new era.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Like he will be the voice you hear on these major clips 10, 20 years from now.
I'm gonna tell my kids this was Jim Ross. Basically.
And so, so you guys, I'm sure you guys talked about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre already.
Yeah.
We did.
I need Punk, given what happened at Bash in Berlin, and that bracelet was shoved down Drew's tights and basically, was being used as his
Punk kissed Drew's nuts, basically.
And it's past 9 o'clock, so he can say it.
That bracelet was all over his nuts, and then
I'm jealous of that.
Drew, at CM Punk got it, and then was like kissing it and wearing it and all this disgusting shit. And now, with what happened tonight,
put it in his mouth.
Put him in his mouth.
He had a boner after that too, by the way.
Wow, you guys are.
Okay,
Shane, calm down.
I need next week. I need Drew to come out, and I need him to say, Punk, that bracelet was right in my crotch the whole match, and then you had it kissing it, and then I put it in your mouth last week. That technically means that technically means that you choked on D's nuts.
Wow. Of all the people on the show, I thought would say that. I did not think that it was going to be Drew.
No, but he's right.
I just want to say I called it on Saturday that Drew was using his bracelet as a cock ring.
He would, and he has his DNA all over it too.
Here's my thing. Drew was wearing his wedding ring during the match. Why didn't Punk just take that? An eye for an eye, a bracelet for a ring, and shove that down his pants.
You know what? I'm gonna say this right now. I agree 110% with you, Senator, because I was like, he literally just had his balls in his mouth.
Yeah.
And he enjoyed it, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think wrestling needs more stuff.
Drew.
I think wrestling needs more stuff shoved in people's tights.
What? No, we do not need that.
We need more of that.
So, Mr. Sacco's?
In WWE stuff, what about Odyssey Jones being taken off?
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Like, what happened? What the hell?
First and foremost, before we talk about Odyssey Jones, let's talk about Omos. I am sick and tired of the WWE. I mean, of WWE stands, people going on Twitter. If you don't know for 100% facts, don't spread that shit.
It's called trolling.
You know what it is?
Just a troll.
It's some fucking doucheburger who bought a blue fucking check mark, who probably has like 300 or 400 followers on Twitter, who types it out, and because of that person that types it out, oh shit, oh my god, can you believe it? They got rid of Omos. You know what I'm saying? The telephone game, telephone, tell a friend, tell a wrestler. You start saying this shit without actual factual proof. That's why when Drew and I started doing the news, we said we're not going to report shit unless it's actual fucking factual, because people do that shit
all the time.
You're talking about someone's livelihood like you fucking know them, for one. Yeah. For two, you don't go on there and start spreading rumors and false innuendos and shit without fucking knowing the facts. Mm-hmm. Okay, because you can ruin someone's life. Like we talked about Hana Kimura. Like the internet bullied that girl to a point where she killed herself.
Yep.
Like, do you know what if Omos saw that? And we all know WWE's practice of firing people. We all know that shit. We know how dirty they are when it comes to that. What if Omos found out he lost his job on fucking social media?
Which unfortunately a number of people have over the years.
Exactly. Yeah. So if he found out something like that and he did something to himself, heaven forbid, knock on wood, he did something to himself, and then we find out a day or two later, with some fucking doucheburger like Gareth from fucking whatever.
Gareth
posted it on Facebook or posted it on Twitter like, hey, this guy lost his job. I'm not saying it was Gareth, by the way. I'm just saying, I'm using him for an example because he's posted a lot of fake shit over the years.
I know myself, Gareth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, this guy lost his job and blah, blah, blah. Then this guy may have hurt himself because some fucking stupid asshole who just made up a story to get followers on his fucking Twitter. Like, dude, don't be that guy. Look, you know what? It's 2024. Be better. Okay?
Yes.
Be fucking better.
Do better.
Listen, my motto now when it comes to wrestling news, if it didn't come from Fightful, I don't believe it.
Exactly.
Well, it's like I showed you guys in the chat how easy it is to just take stuff and distort it and make it into something it isn't with the AEW poster. Before All In, they released an All Out poster. After All In, they took off the poster the people that weren't champions after All In. And everyone's like, oh, look, they took Britt Baker off the poster. Oh, she must have. No, they did it because they didn't want to give away the results for All In by putting certain people on the poster while others weren't. But people were taking that and making their own things to it and making up their own stories and everything else. It's dumb.
Wrestling. It's the internet wrestling community's favorite thing to do.
I fucking hate
making up rumors and shit that is not real. God damn.
So let's get back to Odyssey Jones. Is he with the company or not?
So
I have not seen anything saying he's not.
No, I haven't either.
So while I was on the Fightful show before I jumped on here, a couple people were asking Sean about that, and Sean said that he was told, not specifically that Odyssey was let go, but to look into it by people he couldn't mention. Because he said that from what it seemed tonight, Odyssey was just at home chilling, playing on Xbox Live. He was not at the arena. He was not on the rundown for the shows. They didn't bring him to the town that they were in this week.
Oh.
So
they didn't even mention him.
Yeah, you know what? What city were they in?
Colorado.
Denver.
Mile High Stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
Odyssey's a big dude. Now I can understand if you go hiking these higher altitudes, you can sometimes have a little bit of respiratory distress, start sucking a little bit of wind, and he couldn't be like, top-notch Odyssey like he usually is. So that's why he stayed home. You heard it.
But Braun Strowman showed up with broken freaking ribs.
He needs the money.
Oh, okay. Odyssey got drafted through all like 6 years ago. He don't need the money.
He needs TV time. That's why he's going to be on NXT next week. One of the CW. Look, it's the Monster Among Men. What's he doing here on NXT?
But like it is kind of weird. Like they mentioned nothing about him on Raw tonight.
No,
like,
hold on.
Nothing.
Hold on, let me look something up real quick.
They didn't even play into the storyline with the Xavier Woods and Kofi tension.
Xavier wasn't even on the show.
No, Xavier was at Dragon Con all weekend, so
and they did, but Kofi was backstage for a brief moment.
And I was talking about winning a tag title shot with Xavier.
Right. No mention of Odyssey Jones. And
that's what I'm saying. They gave Kofi a segment, but he didn't even bring up Odyssey Jones. So it's, I don't know. I mean, I don't see why they would have removed him from the roster for any other reason. Like there's no storyline that makes sense.
So here's a little scuttlebutt from someone that works at NXT. I'm not going to throw names out there because we already know who I'm talking about.
Right.
Oro Mensah.
Oh, you mean?
Oh, hello, Oro Mensah.
Omos, Oro Mensah, Pat McAfee, Paul Ellering. These are people that were taking off the internal roster, not fired, just taking off the internal roster. Odyssey Jones did not get fired. There's no confirmation he's fired, but it is confirmed he is off the internal roster. So he didn't get fired. He's just not on the internal roster. So
maybe he's working on a video game.
Maybe they feel like they had nothing for him, so they take him off the roster. Maybe he's gone back to.
Hey, what if
he's in the middle of a storyline?
Based on some of the signs.
Hey, I don't write the news. I just report it.
Based on some of those signs that we saw on Raw tonight, what if one of the newest ventures is going to be WWE presents Waffle House, and it's the Waffle House with a WWE symbol, and it's like WWE the World, like they had downtown, but they went a little bit cheaper because they learned the lesson the first time about how it costs They have a restaurant, but now they're co-branding with Waffle House.
Oh my!
I mean, AEW did it with Cracker Barrel, so
they should be doing it.
AEW did it with Cracker Barrel, so
that's true.
So here's another tidbit that none of you guys have thought about, or at least say anything about on the show so far. You know, WWE is now a publicly traded company.
Yep.
Yes.
They can't quietly just let talent go. They have to announce it. There has to be an announcement that so and so is no longer with the company.
Oh, actually, they have been quiet with it lately.
Oh yeah, there's been quite a few people they released.
I think officers within the company you have to announce, but
yeah, but
you don't have to announce it to the public. You don't have to announce it to the public, just to your officers within the company.
My company is publicly traded too. If I got fired, nobody give a fuck.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be on Fox News.
Breaking news: Julian Smith lost his job.
Oh no!
Wow.
Maybe in the UK it'd be announced, but
yeah, you are big in the UK.
The UK fans will be upset.
You are big in the UK.
But no,
the UK fans will be upset.
I mean,
they'll riot.
I mean, it could have been something. I mean, honestly, it could be something as simple as they couldn't come to agreement on a new contract.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Jones has been there forever. So maybe his contract just expired and they're like, yeah, we're not going to re-sign you.
I mean, that shit happens every day in the WWE, so it's like.
And it don't get announced all the time. So, I mean, that could be it. It's hard telling. I mean, especially, it feels like TKO's really trying to strap down on not paying people a lot of money. They want a bigger bottom line. Because, I mean, that's what a business is anyways, but it's TKO. Like, it's been a big issue in the UFC with TKO since
they've been fucking.
They're not paying fighters what fighters should be making.
So you're saying that maybe Odyssey Jones is renegotiating his contract, and until they get it settled, they're not going to put him back in the main roster?
Well, no, I'm saying maybe they just decided like, hey, we're not going to pay you what you want. So yeah, we're just going to
take away his buffet card.
I mean, that's basically what happened with Dijak. They were negotiating with Dijak, and they were negotiating with Dijak, and they're just like, yeah, we don't see paying you that much, and they just let his contract expire. And I mean, honestly, outside of recently, when have you really seen WWE just let people's contracts expire? Usually they're releasing them or something like. It's very rare that someone makes it to the end of their contract and WWE don't re-sign them.
Yeah,
that has been a very new thing. KO took over.
I find it kind of hard to believe that they would do this whole storyline with him in New Day if they knew that his contract was coming up.
Well, I mean, if they're trying to get him to sign for less money, I could see them being like, look, we're giving you this, we're giving you time on Raw after letting you sit home for fucking years. Look, we're giving you TV time. Why don't you go ahead and re-sign for this chump change that we're offering you? And him being like, I'm actually worth more now that you put me on TV. So, yeah, I'm not going to sign for that.
Possible.
So that's the biggest thing I've noticed since TKO took over is a lot of people, their contracts are just expiring and TKO's not. And even people that's like, even Becky Lynch, her contract expired.
Yeah,
You don't know if it was they were too far apart on money, if she just wanted time off. Like, no one knows what really happened there. But even other people, it's like their new contracts are getting signed like right at the last minute. Like Drew McIntyre.
So here's the thing. So back in the day, back when WCW Monday Night Wars, when you had people's contracts expiring and showing up at another show, here's the thing. If you are a company and you're an entertainment company, you've got to have, and we joke about HR all the time, but you have to have somebody who's looking at nothing but a calendar. Whoever's handling your contracts has got to know when every single person's contract is expired. You can't have things like that being overlooked. And especially with as much money as WWE is worth and how much business they do, you can't have Lex Luger walking in on Nitro as a surprise. You can't have what's her name showing up on Monday Nitro dropping a belt in a trash can. I mean, you can't have like a Scott Hall walking through the audience.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like that. Where the Scott Hall thing was great, by the way. But things like
he was
that,
taking out TV.
was learned from the past. But if Triple H were to be like, man, Odyssey Jones's contract expired, we forgot, I would call bullshit in a hot second.
Well, I don't think they forgot.
In that environment, that does not happen.
Well, I don't think they forgot. I think that they knew. I mean, I think they were negotiating. This is just my theory. I feel like, if anything, they were negotiating. That's why they finally put him on TV, because they figured, we can get him to re-sign for less. If we give him some TV time, he'll be happy. And so they put him on TV.
What if your contract expires and they forget, and you just keep on getting paid and going to work?
I mean,
and then someone goes, "Wait a minute, he doesn't work here. Why are we paying him?"
Well, I don't know how that works, because remember, they completely forgot that Jeff Jarrett's contract expired the night before No Mercy, and he was still Intercontinental Champion.
Like I said, that was back before they got. That's when they were still.
A couple of years ago, if you remember, they forgot to change Aleister Black's contract to a main roster contract.
Yeah, that's right.
Showed right up on AEW.
And Aleister Black showed up on AEW like right after that.
Well, that's because NXT contracts it's only 30 days from the time you're released until you can show up somewhere else. Main roster, it's 90 days. So they forgot when they moved Aleister to the main roster, they forgot to change that in his contract. So he only had to wait 30 days to go to AEW.
Just crazy.
Yeah. I don't know how you miss something like that.
I mean, it could very well be possible that his contract was coming up and nobody realized it, and they were putting him on TV.
Yeah.
Because we know that they, I mean, it was more Vince doing it, but there was the infamous Aleister Black starting feud with
Big E.
Big E, and then a week later he's released.
I was so mad at that.
But it is possible. It's possible that his contract is coming up and they weren't aware of it, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, well, now we have to take him off TV because we're in negotiation," or like what Sitter said. Now, interesingly, I was going to mention that.
I just wanted to share that real quick.
I think it is we're kind of in more of a reality era version of WWE right now. But I did find it interesting, and I did go to Austin Creed's Twitter to make sure that it was still there, and it is still there. I did find it interesting that he was allowed to tweet and keep that tweet up.
Right.
So I just want to point out right quick, Odyssey Jones was hired by WWE in 2019. Generally, WWE contracts are roughly about 5 years. So the timeline would add up.
But it doesn't really make
I don't
sense.
know if they would have. They probably wouldn't have given him a 5-year contract at that time.
No,
usually, I know Finn, New Day, a couple of other people. I think Kevin Owens. Certain people that was like, oh, they could potentially make the jump to AEW. We're giving them 5-year renewals, but I don't think they would have did that for Odyssey Jones in 2019.
Why not?
Yeah, so I feel like, I mean, basically the standard contract has usually been roughly about 5 years for WWE for quite some time.
So
I thought it was 3 years.
I didn't recognize that this is the most we've talked about Odyssey Jones ever.
Yeah,
really.
True.
We've been live for about like 2 hours.
The entire point of this whole exercise by WWE trolling us, the fans, on Twitter and Facebook, because they
also
wanted
possible.
to talk about Odyssey Jones. Mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. I just don't feel like his storyline. It wouldn't make sense for them to take him off the roster page. Like, even for the storyline, maybe though. I mean, maybe they're just playing into Xavier Woods got him fired.
Well, but it's not even, the thing is though, is that it's not, the intrigue of this is not the story that he's off the roster page on the website. The intrigue of this is that he's off the internal roster.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like, fuck the roster page. There's a lot of people that work in WWE that aren't on the roster page at the moment, but they're still there. You know, so it is what it is. But fuck, dude, like the internal roster, you were gone from the internal roster. Talia is still on the fucking roster page.
Wait till he shows up in AEW Wednesday. Odyssey Jones is going to show up and he don't have a title to throw in the trash.
Natalia's like that California wife that you divorce after 20 years. She gets permanent alimony.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Odyssey Jones, where's fucking Powerhouse Hobbs been?
Is he off the internal roster too?
I don't know. He just hasn't been on TV in a while.
everyone on the
No, I thought about Odyssey Jones showing up on Dynamite Wednesday and who he could attack in his first in his debut.
Okay, Steve Skinner's buying into my conspiracy theory that WWE can only have so many black people working for it at one time. Bruce Samoa get hired, and then you got MVP and Bobby Lashley getting fired, and then like Odyssey Jones come on the roster, like, shit, we got too many. I'm just kidding. I don't mean one too many. And then they went ahead and released him, and then now they're going to bring in somebody new. They got to kind of like keep this balance going.
Here, let me show you guys something I find very.
You know what?
Very intriguing.
On Sunday at the NXT pay-per-view, the Third Rascal showed up, who's black. Triple H saw him walking around backstage.
Trey Miguel's not black. Trey Miguel is not black.
You sure about that?
Hey, it's like
aren't you?
Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican?
It's like I said the other day. Triple H likes to group everyone together by their ethnicity. He's like, all right, all the black people in the group.
Just like how I want all goth puppies together.
Why do you think Aleister Black got fired?
Like,
yeah, I'm waiting on Lucha Bros to be added to the LWO.
He said all you Samoans in a group. Tomaleo was like, whoa, I'm Tongan. He's like, yeah, close enough. Get over there.
Close enough.
So Robert Roode is listed as a wrestler on the roster.
And he's not wrestling.
That's
what I fucking hate Ryan Papo.
Well, no, because they got all the announcers and everything listed on there too. So
we've been live for 2 hours.
Are you ready? Wait,
Shane McMahon is still up there.
Tamina retired. Tamina retired. She's there.
Was that a blonde Molly Holly?
But who is not on the roster that's there?
Wow, Shotzi looks
cool. Yeah, Molly Holly works backstage in NXT.
Yeah, she's
I know that.
Stephanie McMahon doesn't have a position in the company right now.
Tamina is gone.
Get down to the V's.
I just want to...
Hold on.
Hang on. Go up. Who the hell is Tavon Heights? Hello, sir.
No, he just wrestled over in all Japan.
He's NXT. He's part of the new. He's part of No Quarter Catch Crew.
Alrighty.
So look, keep
That's
looking.
in the pond.
Keep looking.
Wait, hold up. Go back up real quick.
There's some more.
Okay, I thought Tony D'Angelo was wearing a Sergio Tacchini and trying
to... Wait. Look, are you guys pay attention? There's someone on this roster page that doesn't belong on this roster page. Keep looking.
Joe Hendry.
What the hell?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
What the hell is Joe Hendry doing?
Is his actual bio on there?
No.
Yeah, his bio isn't on there.
I just saw that. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
So
Hendry has a contract. He's worked with both companies now.
So I have to say this because it's insane that it really is insane. And this has nothing to do with Raw, but we're off the rails already, so it doesn't matter. The fact that everyone is just totally cool with very obvious and clear coaching
by
WWE.
Oh, 100%.
And contract tampering of both Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace.
It is so much contract tampering.
And the Rascals.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, well, yeah, really. And it's just like, guys, hello. They were literally just involved in a lawsuit with MLW about this.
Right. And that's why they started working with TNA. So in case another lawsuit comes up, they were like, no, look, we're playing well with others. No, you're still
the fact that Joe Hendry has like carte blanche, full reign over the WWE Performance Center and can wrestle there and perform and train there whenever he wants. and he's a contracted TNA roster member. Absolutely insane.
It is.
Well, here's the thing, and I mean, obviously, WWE is not going to give that much TV time.
This guy's gone from WWE. Big Body Javi, he's gone from WWE.
But they 100% aren't giving that much TV time to someone they don't plan on signing. I do want to say this. This isn't Raw related either, but like Shane or Drew said, we're off the fucking rails. Shane McMahon's on the roster. When Shane McMahon was questioned about his meeting with Tony Khan, he's like, yeah, I just want to congratulate him on his 5 years coming up. Could the 5-year anniversary show be where Shane McMahon shows up?
Probably.
I just think about
when is that show?
It's October. It's actually in Pittsburgh. I may go. It's like 2 hours.
You should.
But usually I'm busy on Wednesday.
So you can brag it to Drew and say, hey, I've been to Shane McMahon's debut.
I was there when Shane McMahon returned.
I was there when Byron Saxton used to wear clothes that fit.
Yeah, that's a damn lie, because that ain't never happened.
Brock Lesnar is still on the roster.
He was removed, though. He was removed when the whole thing first happened.
Well, that's all changed
happened.
Oh, yeah, and now he's not. Becky's still there.
Becky Lynch is still there.
Shouldn't be there.
Which makes it kind of crazy that they actually removed Odyssey Jones.
Hey, you know this is updated because here's your world champion.
Oh, look at that, man.
But here's the thing, like that's the crazy part.
Speed champion.
Here's the crazy part, though.
You know, it's funny. I actually asked. Oh, sorry, Sinner.
There's been times where they remove people as soon as they're released. So the fact that there's still people on there that are now with the company is weird because I don't know what their rationale is and who they remove and who they don't. Because like there's people, so maybe was there some kind of scandal we just ain't hip to yet?
Oh my!
I'm sure there's a whole bunch of scandals we ain't hip to yet.
Well, that's my whole thing. Like, so WWE made a big deal about Velveteen Dream, or no, I'm sorry, Enzo Amore, because he didn't tell them that he was under investigation by the police, and that's why they got rid of him. Is there something going on with Odyssey Jones, and he came forward and told him, and they're like, "Yeah, let's take him off the roster."
I don't think it's that, honestly.
You never know. I mean, in this day and age, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh man,
Well, knock on wood. Hopefully, it's not that.
Oh, I hope it's not that. But I'm just saying, like, there's so many possibilities. It could be storyline. It could be something maybe dropping. It could be they got rid of him. It could be his contract expired. Who knows?
Well, I'm trying to find Odyssey Jones on Twitter.
By next week, we'll forget all about Odyssey Jones. So it won't.
Well, depending on the level of him being released, well, maybe we won't forget about him.
Which for now, there's no stories about it.
Hey, I'm the only one that remembered 3 years ago he got fucking drafted to Raw.
No, I remembered it too. He doing it as a joke.
Keeps showing up.
Odyssey Jones posted on Twitter, "This game is amazing, and we can feel it in the air." He's talking about football. Yeah,
he decided to call in to watch football.
But here's the thing. My thing is, if it was storyline, I feel like he would tweet something about it.
That's why I'm looking on Twitter.
If he even has a Twitter.
Well, and this is why I said before. This is why I said before. It's weird that Xavier Woods just tweeted about that, and then it's been up all day. He hasn't deleted it.
I'm on his Twitter right now.
Yeah, his last tweet was from 8/24.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see anything else.
Oh.
If that's actually his, because there's no way to actually know.
Yeah, true, probably.
Okay.
And you don't have a check mark, so.
I don't know if this is factual.
It doesn't say WWE.
Look up Odyssey Jones on Twitter on a search, and 8 hours ago somebody posted this. It's not a wrestling news person, but so I don't know if there's something into this, but they tweeted
at the bottom of your screen you can do present.
I see the Swerve show. Is that the one you're talking about?
No. Hold on, let me get on here. I forgot I could do that.
This is the longest we ever been live.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
So this person here said, I was bummed to hear that Odyssey Jones, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Probably gone from WWE, but then someone showed me this transphobic story from his IG he posted once, which I wasn't aware of, and it's this.
Either.
So I don't know if this is related.
Well,
okay, so I did hear some shit a while back about him making comments like that. But I never saw it, so I can.
The Twitter account, The Swerve Show, has AEW fans when they find out WWE fired Odyssey Jones, and then like the pissed off emoji, and then it says when they find out why, and the covered face emoji.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Some kind of scandal going on that we just haven't been hip to yet.
Maybe he's a furry.
We'll find out.
We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Interesting. Well, either by next week we're gonna all
Shane.
Either by next week we're all gonna forget about Odyssey Jones, or we're all gonna be talking shit about the man. Only one way to find out, and that's join us next Monday for more of the round.
Tune back in.
Roundtables.
Join us next Monday for more of the Odyssey Jones show.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Odyssey Jones hour.
God damn, I gotta be up in 5.5 hours.
We gotta end it here. We gotta end it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. We hope you enjoyed some of our off-the-cuff conversation. We do like that you come here every week. Thank you for clicking, and subscribing. We enjoy everything that we are able to talk to you about, and we hope that you do too. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday. Go ahead, John.
Before you go, we were talking about Hannah Kimura earlier.
Yes.
And I just want to share this before we leave. Mm-hmm. It's this I found on my Facebook. It's this.
Mental health is not a joke. Should never be a joke. Rest in peace, Daphne, Hannah, and Ashley.
Yes.
Facts.
RIP, all three of them. We missed you.
So I just wanted to share that.
Thank you for sharing that, Josh. Today was her birthday, by the way. She'd have been, what did I say, 27?
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
that's sad.
Yeah, I just wanted to share
this is also yesterday was the anniversary we found out Daphne died.
Yes.
Yep.
That's sad.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share that.
Go check on your friends, man. Check on your friends. I checked on Josh yesterday, and I learned some stuff about Josh that, you know what, Josh, you and I, we kind of share a little bit of a history like that. I'll tell you a little bit more off the air.
Okay.
But yeah. With that being said, Wednesday night we have trivia. If you like trivia, make sure you come on down. It's gonna be pro wrestling trivia brought to you by Gorilla Press Apparel and that man right there, the mixologist and stuff, Miss Chemical Julian.
Everyone's welcome for trivia. Everyone.
Right. Bring your ass on down.
Bring that ass here, boy. Bye.
Bring that ass.